my topic is about generic methods, and I'm from Johnson Institute named Arshika. So we are going to discuss about the generic methods. So first of all, generics meaning in Java, it's nothing but the parameterized types. The idea is to allow type. The data type is nothing but integer, string, boolean, etc. To be a parameter to methods, classes, and interfaces. Using generics, it is possible to create classes that work with different data types and entities such as class, interface, or method that operates on a parameterized type is a generic entity. So, types of Java generics. There is more types like generic method, generic classes, generic work only with the reference types, type parameters in Java, etc. So first, the generic method. It takes a parameter and returns a value after performing a task. It is exactly like a normal function. A generic method has type parameters that are cited by actual type. Then this allows the generic method to be used in a more general way. The compiler takes care of the type of safety, which enables programmers to code easily since they do not have to perform long individual type castings. Then the generic classes. A generic class is implemented exactly like a non-generic class. The only difference is that it contains a type parameter section. There can be more than one type of parameter separated by a comma. The classes which accept one or more parameters are known as parameterized classes or parameterized types. Then when we go with the generics work only with the reference types. When we declare an instance of a generic type, the type argument passed to the type parameter must be a reference type. We cannot use a primitive data types like integer, character, string, boolean, so on. So the example like test int object, new test int 20. Then the type parameters in Java generics, that type, it's TEKNB. T stands for type, E stands for element, K stands for key, N stands for number, and B stands for value. So the advantages of generics is the code can be reused. So it's a most useful one, right? So then type safety. Generics make errors to appear compile time than at runtime. Always better to know problems in your code at compile time rather than making your code fail at runtime. Suppose you want to create an array list that store name of students, and if by mistake the program adds an integer object instead of a string, the compiler allows it. Then I already said the code can be reused. Use it for any type we want. Then individual type casting is not needed. If we do not use generics, then in the above example, every time we retrieve the data from array list, we have to typecast it. Typecasting at every retrieval operation is a big headache. If we already know that our list only holds a string data, we need not to typecast it every time. Implementing the generic algorithms. By using generics, we can implement algorithms that work on the different types of objects, and at the same time they are the type safe too. Then uh, then some more I want to discuss about generic programming is that it's a mechanism for creating a general model in which the generic methods and generic classes enable programmers to specify single method. That's a set of related methods, and single class, that's a set of related classes for performing the desired task. So then arrays and structs can be viewed as predefined generic types. Every usage of an array or struct type instantiates a new concrete type or reuses a previous instantiate type. Then, what is a need for generic? Here, the compact code can be created. Then already we discussed the elimination of typecasting. Then stronger type checking at compile time. Then it saves a programmer's burden of creating separate methods for handling data belonging to the different data types. Then Elimination of typecasting. I have to discuss it in brief because some may not know. No, if you use generics, you need not to perform the typecasting explicitly. Java compiler applies strong type of checking if you use generics in your code and show errors if the code violates the type safety.